Shalom, shalom.
First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors unto our elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabali here with another lesson. All right, shalom.
And this is an article from End Time Headlines. All right, and this article states Trump warns that Biden allowed super Iranian sleeper cells into America and could strike at any moment. All right, so through our elders and apostles, starting with Apostle Dahar, they warned us of these times. All right, they warned us, of these sleeper cells, man. All right, that entered here into America. All right, and if you don't know what a sleeper cell is, pretty much a sleeper cell is someone that lives a pretty normal civilian life. He blends in, with the average, society. All right. And, they pretty much wait for a green light, to attack, on their enemies. All right. That's pretty much what a sleeper cell is. Matter of fact, let's get the definition to that. Let's get the definition to sleeper cell. All right. For edification purposes. Slakia. Damn, Slakia. A sleeper cell. Let's see what it says here. It says, this says from AI overview, a sleeper cell is a group of covert, operative, or agents who live and work within a great target area or organization, remaining dormant and inactive until activated for a specific mission. They blend into the surroundings often for years before being called upon to carry out a clandestine operation or act of sabotage. All right. So, as we know, Joe Biden, when he opened up these borders, he allowed, many military-aged men, all right, into America, into Babylon the Great. All right. And who's to say, even before that, there very well could be sleeper cells that's been here for years, like it says, that is just laying dormant, all right, getting, waiting for, that call, that green light, all right, to be able to carry out some type of, like it says here, some type of sabotage or some type of T attack, all right. So, we can expect these things to take place. We can expect these things to take place. All right, our elders and apostles, or our apostles and elders, all right, they warned us of these things. All right, they warned us, of these times that we're in. All right, starting with them. All right, so let's continue to read here. It says, here's a more detailed explanation. It says a dormant operatives. It says sleeper cells are characterized by the prolonged period of inactivity, making them difficult to detect by authorities and counter-terrorism efforts. All right, so they stay for prolonged periods of inactivity. All right, pretty much is blended in with the average everyday society. It says the clandestine operation. Once activated, these cells carry out tasks that are often covert, designed to cause disruption or achieve specific goals aligned with the sponsoring organization. All right. So, and we know that these Iranians, man, they're here to cause chaos. All right. They're here to, bring bloodshed. All right. And Yahweh Bashim Abishai is getting ready to bring, use them, these sleeper cells to bring forth that judgment. All right. It says sleeper cells have been a reoccurring theme in fiction, notably in the Showtime series Sleeper Cell. They have been a subject of discussion in counter-terrorism and intelligence circles, and some real world concerns about their potential existence and threat. Oh, they definitely are around. They definitely exist. All right. It says disguising from other cells. Unlike operational cells that maintain constant communication and coordination, sleeper cells operate with minimal contact until activated, which adds their elusiveness, man. All right, so there's thousands upon thousands of sleeper cells, man, here in Babylon the Great. Thousands getting ready, waiting to be activated. Okay, so let's go back to this article. It says Trump warns that Biden allows super Iranian supercells into America and could strike at any moment. It says in a stark warning delivered aboard Air Force One on June 24th, 2025, President Donald Trump raised alarms about the presence of Iranian sleeper cells in the United States, which he inadvertently referred to as supercells. The statement came amid heightened tension following U.S. military strikes on Iranian's nuclear facilities and accusations of ceasefire violations by both Israel and Iran. And that's another thing too. Donald Trump said that ceasefire deal has been signed, but yet Iran shoots another missile at Israel. All right, and so we all know Donald Trump. He's Esau just a liar in general. All right, Esau just a liar, and we know that statement not to be true. All right, because the Iranian government confirmed it. They said there was never talks of peace deals, man. Never talks of that. It says Trump attributed the alleged infiltration to the policies of his predecessors, Joe Biden, claiming that lax border security allowed these covert operatives to enter the country. All right. And that was when, Joe Biden, when he, was in presidency, he allowed these borders towards the end of his term, these borders to be open, allowing these sleeper cells to just walk on right through. All right. Which was, it was a calculated, how can I say it? It was pretty much a calculated, man, what's that word, man? I forgot that word. It was pretty much just calculated. It was all set up. It was a calculated setup. All right. It was set up to bring forth chaos. Okay. Biden was an incompetent president and had no idea what he was doing. Among everything else, he let a lot of supercells in, many from Iran. All right. And that's not a coincidence, man. It's not a coincidence that, many of them are from Iran. Okay. Because it's prophecy, all right. What the scriptures say, the least of the flock shall draw them out. So it's prophecy that Babylon is going to get into this war, all right, with Iran, all right. It's prophecy, all right. So it's not a coincidence that many are from Iran, all right. Yahweh Bashim Shai set this up beautifully, man. He set this up beautifully, man. It says he set this up beautifully. It says, but hopefully we'll take care of them, Trump told reporters by Daily Mail. So, it's no coincidence, man, that you got many Iranian supercells here. All right. And they're just waiting to be activated, man. After what Donald Trump did, all right, striking their nuclear facilities. All right. You think that, these Iranians are going to forget about that? You think that they're not going to retaliate? Man, they're definitely going to retaliate, man. All right, and you can expect that. You can expect, these T attacks to start happening, man. You can expect that. We're in those days, man. All right, redeeming the days, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. It says the term supercell appears to be. What am I going to read down to? Salakia. Let's see. It says the term supercells appears to be a misstatement for sleeper cells, which are spies and terrorists who live unassuming lives until activated for covert missions, man. All right. So they're just living, regular lives, man, until they're activated. All right. Until they're activated to bring forth, bring forth chaos, man. Okay? Let me see. I ain't got much more to read. It says the president's comments followed reports that Iran had threatened to unleash supercells in retaliation of U.S. strikes. There you go, man. You see? It says on its nuclear sites in Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, authorized by Trump on June 22nd, 2025. All right? So, yeah, man, Iran's, hey, even though Iran said it wasn't a successful hit, hey, man, Iran is pissed off about this, man. And Iran, they are going to retaliate, man. They're going to retaliate. It says the Daily Mail reported that Iran delivered a communique to Trump via an intermediary at the GS summit in Canada the previous week, warning of T attacks by sleeper cells if the U.S. attacked Iran. All right. So America, has been warned. All right. Iran has warned him plenty of times. It says, despite this threat, Trump proceeded with the strikes. You see, despite, all right, Donald Trump and that damn pride he has, man. All right. That pride, which he described as a spectacular military success that completely obliterated Iran's nuclear program. It says the U.S. deployed B-2 bombers and bunker busters munitions in the operations, escalating the ongoing conflict between Israel and Iran. It says in response to the strikes, Iran's foreign minister labeled the actions outrageous and stated that Tehran reserves all options for retaliation, man. So these Iranians are going to retaliate, man. They're definitely going to retaliate. So you can definitely look forward to that. All right. So let's get one of my favorite scriptures. What is it? Let's get Ezekiel 7. I was reading this, thinking about these scriptures at work. Obviously I can't really do my lessons at work, so I gotta wait till I get home. I'll be burning to get these out. Ezekiel 7 and let's start at 1. All right, Ezekiel 7 verse 1 says, moreover, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai came unto me, saying, also thou, son of man, thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahushai unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. All right, we're at the end. It says, now the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and recompense upon thee all thine abominations. All right, it says, and my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, he's getting ready to bring forth that judgment, man. All right, and recompense, all those wicked sinners of our people. All right, along with the other nations. All right, according to their abominations, man, according to their wickedness. All right, and it says here that no eye shall spare. His Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not gonna have no mercy, man, upon the sinners of our people, man. All right, and he's going to use these sleeper cells, all right, to get the job done. All right, he's going to use these sleeper cells to get that job done, man. All right, it's going to be a lot of great miseries upon this place. It says, thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, evil and only evil, behold, it is come. And it is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. All right, because you got a lot of shit going on. You got this, we're in that damn Pride Month. All right, we're in that Pride Month right now, and a lot of people, man, they're so caught up in the affairs of this life. All right, these sleeper cells are just gonna, man, just tear their ass up, man. Unexpectedly. It says, and the end is come, and the end is come, and it watcheth for thee, and behold, it is come. You see, it is come, man. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not playing games, man. He's getting ready to let all hell break loose. He's getting ready to bring forth that judgment, man, upon all the wickedness that's done here, man. And he, via the sleeper cells, man. All right. He's getting ready. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to unleash, his anger, upon this place. All right, let's go to Ezekiel. Was it 9 and 24? No, it's 9 and what is it? Ezekiel 9? Let me see. 9 and 4. And it says, let me see. Let's go to the point. And it says, and Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. And those men are the men that you see on the corners, man, sighing and crying. All right. Week in and week out. All right. Going to the highways and the hedges. All right. Sighing and crying, for all the wickedness that's done, here in Babylon the Great. And it says, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have any pity. And we just read that in the book of Ezekiel 7. All right. Matter of fact, let's go back to that again. It says in verse 4, and my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. You see? So Yahweh Shai is not going to have any mercy at all, man, on Jake, man. Especially those the wickedness, the wicked Jake to 2/3, man. All right, so it's going to continue. It's going to continue, and it says, and to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Whom is marked, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. All right. So in the book of Revelations it talks about that the wall. All right, that's pretty much that mark that is talking about. That the wall, man. Those are going to be the men. All right, the elect men, 144,000, and the rest of the elect are going to be the ones that are going to be exempt from that judgment. All right. Yeah, they're going to be exempt from that judgment, man. At the wall. All right, that mark that Yahweh Shai, is going to put upon our heads, man. All right, that he has put upon our heads. All right, and Lord's will, we're part of that number. All right, to be delivered from these times that are coming upon this place. All right, let's get what is it? Second Esdras. Oh man, not Second Esdras 8 and 50. I want to get that too. Second Esdras. Shit. Let's see. What is it? It was Second Esdras 15 to 24. Let's get Second Esdras 15 and 24. All right, it says here, it says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh Shai. I will not spare them. There you go. There's that word spare again. All right. Matter of fact, let's look that up in the etymology. Let's see what the word it says here in etymology. It says refrain from harming or injury, leave undamaged, be indulgent to allow to go free, use sparingly. All right, so pretty much Yahweh Shai is he ain't finna he's not gonna allow you to go out unharmed, man. All right. So it says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh Shai. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, and defile not my sanctuary. For Yahweh Shai knoweth all them that sinned against him. He knows all those that sinned against him, man. All right, so that's why he's gonna allow these sleeper cells to come in and bring forth judgment, man, on 2/3 of our people. And it says, and therefore deliver them unto death and destruction. All right. And that's exactly what these sleeper cells are going to do, man. They're going to bring forth that death and that destruction, man. All right. That is exactly, man, we're in those times, man. We're in those times, man. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is getting ready to unleash all hell, man. He's getting ready to unleash his anger, man, upon 2/3 of our people, upon these heathens, upon Esau, Edom. All right. The so-called white man. All right. First and foremost, man. All right. Jacob's trouble is upon us, man. And Jacob's trouble is near. Jeremiah 30:7. All right. It's going to be I believe it says in Matthew, it's going to be a time like no other. Matter of fact, let's get that. What is it? Matthew. Let's get what is it? Damn. Let me see. I know it's in the book of Matthew. Let me see. A time like no other. Was in Matthew 24 and 21. Okay, I knew it was Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 21, and then we'll finish with the second Esdras 8 and 50, and I'll close out. Matthew 24 and 21, it says here, for then shall great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to the time, nor ever shall be. All right. It says, and except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. So Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man, that great tribulation, Jacob's trouble. All right. It's all going to be part of Jacob's, these sleeper cells. It's all going to be part of the chaos. It's all going to be part of Jacob's trouble. All right. And Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is bringing forth destruction for the elect's sake, man, so that, because the days are shortened. All right. He's shortening the days, man. All right. For the elect's sake. All right. As it says here, there should no flesh be saved if he does it. Okay. The Revelations 12 and 12, this devil's going to come down having great wrath. All right. So let's finish here. We're right here with second Esdras 8 and 50. And then we'll close out. Let's get second Esdras 8. And 50. It says, for many great miseries, shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. All right. And look, behold, man, look what month that we're in. So Lord's will, man, something happens at these these pride festivals and these pride marches, man. Lord's will, man. All right. Because it's hey, man, pride is the Lord hates pride, man. The scriptures tell you that. The scriptures tell you that the Lord hates pride. All right. So Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is going to bring, great miseries here, man. All right. So let's look up this word misery real quick. All right. I was looking at that earlier. Right. Misery, a state of grievous affliction, condition of external unhappiness, miserable situation, misfortune, distress. All right. Conditions of one in great sorrow, mental distress. So that's what Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is about to do. He's about to bring a state of grievous affliction. All right. He's about to bring a state of miserable situations, misfortune, distress. That's what Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is getting ready to do, man. All right. With these sleeper cells, man. With this chaos during Jacob's trouble. All right. So, man, hey, we're in some real evil days, evil times right now, Jake. All right. Isaiah, 55 and 6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. Because, time is running out. All right. The Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is pulling back his is that grace period is almost up. And he's about to pull back his mercies, man. All right. So with that being said, I just pray that this lesson was edifying to you, brothers and sisters out there. All right. And first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. And once again, double honors unto our elders and apostles of GMS, a great millstone, who teach and who rule well. Until the next lesson, Shalom, Shalom.